Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Wednesday! So we have another build to do. This time I thought I'd do the, I believe it's retired now, but the Creator Expert Fiat 500, 10271. I'm not a big car person, but I do like seeing how LEGO makes the, the very curvy elements that you find on cars and stuff like that. I think it's really both instructive and just in general interesting. So that is why I got this. Now, they actually experimented with this set by having a second color version of it that was only available in certain regions. So I'm actually a little annoyed that we didn't get that one here, because this is just kind of like light yellow, which is okay. I don't have a huge number of light yellow bricks. I would rather have the blue, however. All right, so let's get the bags organized. We got two. We got one. There's another one. There's another two. There's a three. There's another three. There's another one. All right, so we got 3 threes, 3 twos, and 3 ones. There we go. And thank you very much for those bits, Nolden. Not a big car guy either, but you have to admit some of the older economy cars, like that one of that general era, do have a charm to them. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do appreciate a good-looking car for what it's worth kind of thing. I'm just not the kind of person who, like, oh, yeah, man, I really want to drive a Ferrari or something. My sister's ex-husband, like, paid a whole lot of money to, like, rent a Ferrari for a day, and I'm like, I'd rather buy Lego. That said, if the Speed Champions line did some like really wacky stuff like Speed Champions, Marlin, and Gremlin, I would totally be all over that. I'd be all over that. It'd be so terrible and ridiculous. Get out of here, brick separator. No one loves you. At least not in orange. Howdy, Shield of Hope. How's it going? So this is back before they started doing just one bag per number. Probably roll up my sleeves here a little bit. Dive right in. Let's see. Let's get those pushed up there. There we go. All right. So as per usual, we'll have some little bits of description. Lots of different Fiat logos. Vintage brochures for the Fiat 500. And I do kind of like vintage cars in terms of the design a little bit more than modern ones. I kind of find modern car aesthetic seems, for one thing, a little bit too, like, big. Like, the front grills always seem, like, too large and too blunt and stuff like that. It all began in July 1899 when the Fabbrica Italiana Automobili Torino was founded as Italy's first automotive company. By 1900, 24 Fiat 3.5 horsepower cars had rolled off the assembly line, built by a workforce of just 150 people. Soon Fiat would be producing everything from railway engines to farm tractors, but the company's central passion would always be the automobile. Throughout its 120-year history, Fiat has always played a visionary role in the continued evolution of what the company's founders called democratic mobility. Modern cars tend to be a bit too characterless. Yeah. Yeah. I was joking with the same person that you know they were saying that they want more like movie cars for the Speed Champions line, which yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, I would love to see like the James Bond Lotus. That'd be pretty cool. Howdy, Bahorn. How's it going? And I joked that one thing you'd probably never see is Rally Vincent's Shelby 500. Where's the 350? I can't remember. But then, you know, so I was like looking it up to make sure that I had the car name correct, and just comparing the modern Shelby to that Shelby, and it's just like, yeah, the modern one has no character, and honestly, like, I would probably look at it and be like, I have no idea what brand that is. Like, is that a Ford? Is that a Chevy? Is that, you know, something else? I don't know. 1936 to 1955, the Fiat 500 Topolino. See, now that one I would like to see designed in Lego. That would be cool. Fiat Nuova 500, Fiat 500D, 1960 to 69, 1960 to 1977, Fiat 500K Giardiniera, or something like that. 1965 to 1972, Fiat 500F. And then more varieties. Launched in 1957, the iconic 500, pronounced Kinke Cento or something like that. I don't know. I don't know Italian. Was the company's response to the need for a car that was both economical and practical. The two-door, four-seat sedan was an inexpensive compact vehicle measuring only 9 feet 9 inches in length and powered by a 479cc two-cylindered rear-mounted air-cooled engine. The true ingenuity of the design lay in overcoming the technological challenge of reducing the size of each component, while still maintaining the 500's youthful, timeless spirit. Howdy, Bahamut, how's it going? In many ways, the launch of the Fiat 500 captured the spirit of the time, especially in a mid-1950s Italy that was enjoying an economic boom and a cultural renaissance. The 500 quickly became an icon for a generation that was determined to savor what became known as the good life, la dolce vita. The Challenge. Pierre Normandin, LEGO senior designer. Curvy. Capturing the compact size and the curvy shapes were probably the biggest challenges I faced creating this model. It changed every day until we thought we had something as close as possible to what we wanted it to look like. I'm quite satisfied with the car overall, but the interior details, the back hatch, and the doors are among my favorite parts. We took an early version of the model to Turin, Italy. It was great to get feedback directly from the designers at Fiat and see how passionate they are about the 500 and its legacy. Colorful. Even though it was never an official color for the Fiat 500, we decided to go for this cool yellow tone for a few reasons. The main one being to get a vibrant color that suited the Dolce Vita feeling of the 500 that the 500 is often associated with. On top of that, it's a relatively uncommon LEGO color as well, so we knew our own LEGO fans would appreciate getting more LEGO elements in this rare color. That's true. I do. You had a grueling work meeting and you're trying to recover with milk tea. Well, I hope that you are able to do so. It's the smallest details that make the biggest difference in a LEGO Creator Expert model. So this Fiat 500F model is packed with authentic functions and features that aim to capture the spirit of the original iconic vehicle. The original 500 series was produced from 1957 to 1975, and despite its small size, provided an enormously popular vehicle. 50 years after the first 500 was presented, Fiat launched an all-new, retro-styled 500 to take the icon into a new era. Which you can kind of see from this picture is actually significantly larger. And let's get started there. All right. So bag number 1, we will start with some S brackets and a 1x2 plate, 2x8. So how's everyone doing today? I myself am quite tired. I did not sleep very well at all, and basically did not get a whole lot of sleep last night. Which is why there was no retro stream today. Alright, dark gray Technic brick. There we go. Get some blue half pins. These are friction half pins or not? They're not. Yeah, they are not. Just finish up your 10-win thing on Arena, which was frustrating and weird. Well, I'm sorry that it was frustrating and weird. Yep. Friction pins are over here. And one there. And one there. Alright, and we get a second one in. Another pair of half pins. Not sleeping is the perfect time to get photos of your Lego to show off to you. Not when you're trying to sleep, laying in bed, trying to sleep. I'm not the type that gets up out of bed and does other things when I can't sleep. Because I will most definitely not sleep if I do that. Whereas if I keep trying to sleep, I will eventually sleep. It just takes forever. So many decks being frustrating and boring. Like, does no one have any imagination in that place? I think a lot of people just want to try to win. Alright, brown, what is this? A 4x12. 2x4 with 2 Technic pins. There we go. Because part of it is that when I don't sleep, it's not so much that I am just like laying there forever. It's oftentimes that I will doze for like 20 minutes to a half an hour or an hour or something like that, and then wake up for an hour and then doze and stuff like that. So I would rather get that dozing in. That will make me much more functional than getting up and not doing anything. Alright, I'm looking for gray 1x4s. Do we have them up here? No, we don't. That's 1x3s. Gray 1x4s, huh? Oh, yep, they are up here. Alright, there we go. All those heads who want out of their bags. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. There we go. Couple Technic bricks on here. There we go. Okay, on the underside, we got some bright yellow 2x2 curved slopes. I understand trying to just win, but it's not fun going up against frustrating, boring decks that are just copy-pasted. I get that. I get that. Sadly, I don't think some people care. Do I have torsos and bags? Yep. And legs. I have multiple leg bags. Because I got to have bags for regular legs, for mid legs, for shorty legs, for odd legs like the tally legs and the dress slopes and the new dress slopes specifically. And things like that. Mermaid tails. It's weird stuff like that. Alright, there we go. Alright, and that connects in right there. Alright, now we have the axles, the actual axles. 5L axles in gray. These, they're axle connectors, but I can't remember what these are otherwise used for. Alright, yellow half bushings. So we're not getting any actual steering on this. And then red bushings. There we go. Alright, get that through there. And then we make the other one. You'd make it flare the players who don't care about anything but trolling, winning, building frustrating decks that just waste time. Well, did they actually just waste time, or were they clearly designed to do something else that you were blocking? Like, do you think that they were... I guess what I'm saying is, do you think that they were designed to annoy people into conceding or something? Were they just doing easy-to-block strategies over and over again? I mean, I have no idea what the meta these days is. I was never really aware of what the meta was back when I played. There are plenty of decks that are just there to annoy people into conceding. I guess it's a fair strategy. Alright, let's get 3 more of these, because we're going to need them. 2 more S brackets. There it is. No, I get it. Like, just trying to get people to concede is kind of a crummy way to play. Mind you, if I was ever playing against someone who it was clearly designed to try to get me to concede, I would do everything I could to either win outright or annoy them right back. Like, oh, you want to annoy me, huh? Well, 2 can play at that game. It's not a fair strategy. It's a boring strategy that creates hollow victories that mean nothing. I mean, obviously they don't mean nothing to the those players. Otherwise they wouldn't do it. But that's also definitely a poor sportsmanship kind of way of playing. Get some double friction pins in here. Is this Dragon Quest music? It is Dragon Quest music. Because it does not get me content ID matches on YouTube, and they haven't told me to stop doing it. I should really try to find some, like, actual music that I can legitimately use, but... There we go. Alright, now we need another pair of half bushings. Out of curiosity? What, did I miss you asking a question? How much money is the 8% left on the Home Alone set? I'd have to like pull open the page and look. There is the 4x8. There we go. Just do that yourself then. And in your arena rant, also curious why the Duchy of Iceland stopped integrating into your empire in CK2. Howdy, Kinshire. Did part of it get owned by a duchy? I mean, by a kingdom that's not in you or something like that? Let's get bright yellow 1x8 tiles here. Some 1x1 plates. The entire duchy is owned. Oh, yeah, that happens. Things that you own. Do you own multiple kingdom titles? That's probably accurate. Alright. Gray a 2x6, dark gray a 2x3, and a pair of gray S brackets. Frustrating? Yeah, so I believe if you own multiple kingdoms yourself, then it doesn't know what to integrate into, kind of thing. Which is why, if I'm trying to integrate anything, I basically try to make sure that it's given to a vassal, kind of thing. Alright, let's put that up there, because we're working on this. Let's see, I need a black 1x3. Grilled ham and cheese sandwiches. Oh, jealous. I want ham and cheese. What kind of cheese? Go. American and cheddar. Sounds tasty. You do have the Empire title, the Holy Pickle Empire. Is that just one empire? Alright, pair of 2x2s with side studs. Need some black 1x3s here. Just one empire? It should work, but I basically, when I want things to integrate, I basically try to always deal with vassals, other than like integrating into an empire title. Sometimes things need to, like, deintegrate and then reintegrate or something like that. Google large ham for fun. Now it made you hungry. I don't know why Brian Blessed would make you hungry, though. I mean, he is the largest ham. There we go. Get that on the back or the front. I'm not sure which. Alright, 1x6 in dark gray, 1x6 in dark gray. Pair of 1x1 round top bricks. Handed the titular Empire title of the Isles to someone else. Oh, then it was probably integrating into that one. That's probably the problem. So the thing that it was integrating into is now not available, so it needs to deintegrate and then reintegrate into yours. Either that or Wales was starting to integrate into it. Yeah, anytime that you got like integrations and you're transferring around titles and stuff like that, that can screw those things up. All right, let's see. Black 1x8, dark gray 1x6. Gray a 2x2 corner. Some bright yellow 1x4s. Should have started integrating into the new one. Shouldn't have been that difficult. No, but it needs to like deintegrate. It's like if something is like 20 years integrating into one thing, it can't just switch and start integrating into something else, because titles can only integrate into one title at a time. So it needs to deintegrate into whatever it was first, and then start integrating into the new one. It would be interesting if there was like a remembered integration thing. It's like, take a title for a year and then it integrates because it was like 99 years before or something. But that wouldn't really work, really. Let's see, gray 1x1 plate. Too complicated, just be a button to do what you want. Spend that mana to get it done. There's the 1x1 with clip. It's already deintegrated from the other one. So it's been 20 years since you gave it out. There's our gray 1x2s. Just Royal Fiat to go with your 500. All right, dark gray 2x3 tile with 2 clips. And get some tail lights on here. Trans dark red. And trans orange 1x1 tiles with round ends. There we go. Now I need some 1x4 curved slopes and a 1x2 tile. There it is. Is Dragon Quest III tied to the first 2 games? Yes, it is. It is actually a prequel. Alright, get that on there, and I did not get the bright yellow 2x4 there. Was there anything else that I missed? No. There we go. Get that to lock it in. Alright, 1x6. Right there. And 2 1x4 slopes. Just Mega Flare a CK2 Iceland into a baked ice cream pasta thing. Alright, so black 1x5 Technic plate and a 2x2 corner plate. Dark gray 1x2 with clip right there. Alright, pair of dark gray 1x2 Technic bricks. Howdy, Duke Darkwood. How's it going? As you always say, Mega Flare solves everything, including other Mega Flares. So what you're saying is fight Mega Flares with Mega Flares? I should Mega Flare you if I don't want to be Mega Flared myself? You're running mute. That's okay. Alright, then let me preemptively Mega Flare you, Bahamut. I win. Let's see, black 1x2 plate with bar, black 1x2 with center stud, and a 1x2 rail plate. There you are. And I also need a wheel on there. And a 1x2 plate. Right there. Bar holder with bar. And a red 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Kind of at an angle. And a gold flower, 1x1 plate flower, and a black head. There we go. Alright, and that goes right in there. So, brown 1x1 cylinder plate and 1x1 tile top clip. There we go. Get these. Set right there. And another bar holder with bar in gray and a nozzle in gray. There we go. Slide that in. Clip that in. There we go. Okay, turn it around for a pair of bright yellow 1x4 bricks and a 1x10 in gray. Rather distant a prequel, it isn't mandatory to play 1 and 2 first. No, in fact, I mean, it is best to play 1 and 2 first if you want the full story, but it is by no means necessary. I mean, it's a 30-plus-year-old game, so I don't mind spoiling it too much, but the point is that when you play it, you're not supposed to realize that it's a sequel. Alright, that goes right there. Get that around there. There we go. I think that's going to be pushed down like that. 50 bits. All that Mega Flare talk made you remember the strongest Final Fantasy attack is Sephiroth Supernova from Final Fantasy VII. Not due to doing the most damage, but because it takes so long that you basically go make a sandwich. You've had it happen that he used it twice in a row. Jeez. Very rude. Very rude of him. Yeah, it's a good thing when they made such attacks skippable, wasn't it? Alright, I need a gray 4L bar. And pop that down there. There we go. Keeping the hose pushed down. Keeping the hose down, man. That's terrible. You like Kefka from FF6 because he actually mostly did what he set out to do in 6? Sephiroth doesn't manage to do much of anything in 7? Alright. Let's get some hinge bricks. Double stack of pale yellow or bright yellow 1x3 plates and gray. And a second one. There we go. And another 1x1. I've never actually gotten to the end of Final Fantasy VII. I've never actually gotten off of the first disc, actually. Alright, 1x2 brick and 1x2 slope. Alright. Next up, we get 1x8s, a couple 1x4s, more 1x1s. Alright, and then black 1x2s and 1x2 inverted slopes. Yeah, I really did not like 7. Really did not like 7. With the characterization of the remake, I definitely enjoyed it more. But yeah, just didn't do much for me way back when. There we go. Get that on there. That on there. You can sort of sympathize there. You love 7, but you're also one of the apparently few people who really likes 8. I like 8 too. I don't think the mechanics are great. The thing about 8 is that I honestly don't think that it's a great game for a teenager to play, despite the fact that the protagonist is a teenager. Because I kind of think that I don't think the story hits very hard when you're a teenager, but when you're an adult, it does. Like when you're an actual adult, then you kind of the story is more like, oh man, no, I'm sympathizing now. Whereas when you're a kid, even a teenager, I think it's more like not sympathizing. No, Isavan, everyone must like exactly what I say they do. That's how it works. One by 4 plate, 1x2 plate, 1x2 with slope with cutout, another 1x1. One by 2 a curved top plate, and a 1x4 plate, or brick, whatever. Alright, and then some curved top 1x2 bricks. There we go, all the way across. There we go. Oh, and I missed, yeah, I missed that. Alright. 1x1 1/4 cylinder tile there. Alright, get that on there. Slide that. Stick that on. There we go. Makes a nice angle section here. Fairly subtle. You distinctly remember getting so good at input loops for Zell's Limit Break that you could get off up to 4 to 5 attacks per second on the timer. Meanwhile, I was so bad at it, I gave up using him. I was just like, no, I'm never using him, ever. And it held true in my LP of it. What I needed was more Mega Flare. No, but Mega Flare takes too long. Like, we just had this discussion. Sort of. And 1x1. I feel like Bahamut has a fever, and the only cure is more Mega Flare. Well, that's what that's what actual flare is, all bunny. Or if you want to be more technical, the twins. What did they call that one in the Pixel Remaster? I forget. The twins have a mini flare. Favorite Mega Flare is either 9 or 10. FF7 also went beyond Mega Flare with Bahamut Neo and Zero, yeah. Alright. Let's bring these pieces down here. Another slope width cutout. There and there. Pyro and FF4 Pixel Remaster and Tiny Flare. I think it was, I think Nuke was in the name, because it was, like, Flare was still Nuke, and it was Mega Nuke for what Bahamut did. Alright, get a stack of plates here. Like, they could have given the names, they could have gone with Flare in the SNES version, the original US version. But I do appreciate that they went for consistency and called it Nuke. How utterly broken the spell Meltdown was? Yeah, that one's just ridiculous. There's a reason it hasn't shown up since, basically. A little element of, oops. That was too good. Alright, turquoise 1x8 brick, always nice. And now some nice dark red. Or just spell Auracast, yeah. Yeah, FF8 is just, like, there are so many broken ways, like, so many, like, broken manipulatable ways to play that game. And pretty clearly not intended by the author, by the designers either. Epic story battle, B versus A. Right, another pair of bright yellow 1x2 plates there. And coming up the middle here, get black 1x1. Or 1x2 tiles, center studs. Get 3 of them, then space for 2. And then skip 1 and 2 more. There we go, a couple 1x2 plates with top clips. It's Bahamut and Amaranth. Oh, nah, it's the game's been out forever. It's I mean, it's fine. All right, pair of a 1x4 panels in black. We get a 2x3 angle plate back there. Don't know why. This will find out. 1x2 ball joint socket with ball joint socket and a friction pin with a ball joint. And I'm guessing this is making the stick shift. Next alt spoils Pong and Space Invaders. Oh my god! Don't even bring that up. Someone did that to me, not a rogue AI, and I'm still traumatized. Can't believe you'd mention that. Jeez. How was I supposed to know that the aliens sped up in Space Invaders? Alright, 1x2 plate and 1x2 grill tile. Right there in the front. 1x4 tile there. 1x2 plate with top clip. Black 1x3s. Oops. Did you know that in ET you can fall into pits? Shocking, I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it. They didn't intend on them speeding up, but that's what the code did as you removed more sprites. Oh, I know. Alright, and then we get our handbrake here. Emergency brake. There we go. Get that on there, and 1x1 cylinder tile. Another 1x1 cylinder tile, and a pin with bar, and that will go right in there. That doesn't feel tight, but that wiggles a lot without actually wiggling the ball joint. What's your favorite bad game that you know is objectively crap, but you still enjoy somehow? Yours is Duke Nukem Forever. Never played Duke Nukem Forever. I don't know. I'd have an easier time if it was like, is this your favorite game that's objectively crap that you still like, kind of thing. It's easier for me to answer a question like that rather than super duper open-ended. I have to think about it some more. Because when you generally... Well, that's the problem, is it's still open-ended. I gotta, like... Works better when my brain has a specific title prompt kind of thing. I mean, I will admit that I kind of want to play some more Pirates of Realm Space right now. I'm ashamed to admit it. I am ashamed to admit it. Jesus, that's a lot of spare parts. I thought I still had more to go. All right. So, 1x1 plates in bright yellow and gray. 1x1 tile slopes in black and bright yellow. Bright yellow 1x1 quarter cylinder tile. Brown 1x1 cylinder plate. Black 1x1 cylinder tile. Did I miss a... I need to double check because I don't feel like I should have two 1x1, two 3L bars in black. Red bushing, yellow half bushing, Gray wheel hub. Red 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Black friction pin. Blue half pin. Gray nozzle. Gold 1x1 plate flower. Black on black lever. And a pearl silver 1x1 Technic beam. Alright, so let's see if I missed a thing that should clip on. I don't think so. Yeah, got the handbrake. Feel like the engine would be the most likely place. Nope. Nope, I guess it just came with 2 extras. Weird. Okie dokie. Yeah, Lel Bunny. I turned off the music and sound effects. I do recall, like after I looked that up, it was very much a, oh, that's right, I remember reading about that. So it's just it's annoying because I want to hear the music. It's very, very bland to have no sound effects or music for the combat, but I don't know what else to do. I could actually, something that I might try doing is see if I can pull see if there's Roland audio for it. And set that up and see if that'll work. Because if there's Roland audio, then I might be able to use that, and that might, like, get around the issue. I don't know if it's the music itself or if there's just a bug in the, like, music command process. So it's a real shame. But doing that did make me discover that the crew that's on an enemy ship is only determined when you board it. So when you're there fighting it and everything like that, and you're like, I wonder if this is an undead pirate, an undead pirate ship, or Nyogi, or Illithid. The answer is yes. Because it's, Schrodinger's crew. Let's see. What did I miss? Got a good question. Which of the Dragon Quest games that I've LP'd for the channel has been my favorite to play? Probably 5. 5 is just overall, like, other than I think 8, I think 5 is the best. Is there a cure for realizing how old your video games are and are now feeling old? Yeah, just pretend you're not. You're only as old as you feel, right? Alright, there we go. Get that on there. And guess I can grab 3 of these. There we go. And 3 of the brackets. Feeling really old now? Well, then just stop feeling old. Favorite take on that one? You're old when you start finding young people generally annoying. So I was old in elementary school. Got it. Get that side on there. Alright, let's see. Okay, 2L bars in here. No, that is too far over. Where is it? No, actually, it does look like that is going in like that. Alright. All the kids these days only have fake joys? I mean, they still have Lego. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Okay, on the back, get more 1x6 plates. And 1x1 tile slopes. There we go. Oldest part mental state and part don't want to get up because I just sat down. Alright. Lego is an old man's game now. Tell that to the 4+ Lego sets, you know? Alright, 1x2 with 1x2 curved slope and 1x2 curved angle slope. And that will go right there. And we'll get another one. And there we go. Right in there. Okay, next up. Black 2x8. And dark gray 2x3s. And we have black 1x2s with bars. Where are you? Probably up here. Nope. Nope. Alright, then are you over here? Yes, you are. Not used to having pieces this small in the large bag like that. Gray 2x8. Now, lots of dark red 1x2 curved top pieces. Wonder if you should restart your adventure of Dragon Quest V, or just watch my LP of it to get caught back up and figure out where you should go after getting married in the game. Well, I'm always going to suggest watching my LP. I do have someone in the comments for right now. He's on Dragon Quest VI. He's been kind of complaining about some of the differences and stuff like that. Me using save states because he's playing, like, I don't know, the Switch version or the mobile version or something like that, and he can't do all these things. Definitely seems a little spicy for that. And then like in 6, he was like, you should make bonus videos for these things that don't apply to other versions of the game. And I'm like, dude, I'm just playing the game. I'm not I am not creating a walkthrough. If it works for that, fantastic, but that's not the goal. I'm here to have fun with it. I feel like that is It's a full brick. No, that is a full brick. All right. What's going on? Is that correct? It would help if I could see in there better. No, it feels like it's down. All right. Just felt like it wasn't the right height going on there. Howdy, Emerald Glow. How's it going? Gonna go bring your kitty cats to the vet today, so they'll be free from their cones. All right, thank you very much for coming out and lurking. I really do appreciate it. And give those kitty cats hugs for us. Kitty hugs. Alright. Great. 2x8 there. Now white for the headrests. Dragon Quest IV is still the best one. I mean, it's mostly subjective. Or partially subjective, at least. Alright, now let's get that slotted in there. There we go. There we go. Got the nice back seats in there. Very cool. Okay, black 4x4. Some white curved slopes. Went to get hot chocolate and brought up a memory of an elementary school trip where the school took everyone out so everyone could go sledding and having hot chocolate. Bad tasting, but nice and warm for a cold day. Oh, that's nice. I mean, I will say this about the guy commenting is that he has frequently said things to the effect of, I don't know how you're doing this. I'm 10 levels higher than you, and I'm struggling. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't say that I find the Dragon Quest games easy, but I do find them logical in how they work. And generally reasonably predictable. Where's the other bracket? There's the other bracket. Okay, alright. Alright, little bunny, you can be wrong. It's okay. Consistent is a good word there. Yeah. Like, if certain characters are going to go first, then they will generally still go first. I mean, it's based on, like, there is a randomness to it, and it's based on, like, an initiative roll and stuff like that, but it's, it's like, primarily based on your agility stat. Same thing with damage. If you know what the weapon's attack power is and your character's strength and the enemy's defense, you can generally know that you're going to do, around X amount of damage. Pretty solid that way. I'm the wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and get the bottom footrest parts, or leg rests, on here. Oh yeah, 4 is definitely great. I mean, I played 1 and maybe a little bit of 2 back in the day. And I was not impressed by it when I was a kid. And so the rest of them on the NES, you know, basically all looked the same. So I just kind of, like, skipped them because I thought that they were going to be all the same. And boy, was I wrong. Smell of onions being cooked? No. 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 Except when it comes to pickles, Duke Darkwood. See, I gotta agree that 11 has 11 is good. 11 is good. It's a very solid Dragon Quest. And in the moment of playing it, I think it can feel better than it really is. Partly because it's an absolutely gorgeous game. Like, if we could get 8 in that engine, or at least with that graphic engine, oh boy, I would be happy. I'd be a happy camper. Let's see. Okay. That is saying... get it as close in as possible, I guess. I think so. 11 is overly long, though. Like, that is a big flaw to 11. It also it doesn't even kinda. It does specifically eliminate the overwhelming majority of character growth in the last third of the game. It's not great. It's not great storytelling. So while it feels good for that to happen and stuff like that, it really defangs a lot of the impact of the story. I mean, the game is still very good. But at that point, it kind of rests more on the gameplay parts of it, kind of thing. How do you do, Darkwood? How's it going? Like that one moment in one of the Dragon Quest games that one of the female characters essentially calls one of the deities a floozy. So someone said that that was not in the original, that was added in. I don't know how accurate that is. Not knowing the original and knowing that there's a lot of different ways to translate some stuff. I'd have to hit up one of my translator friends to find out. But that said, if that's not in the original, then in my opinion, it's a good addition. It was worthwhile. I wish that the whole game had been more like that. Going, oh, that's excellent. Alright, I need a dark gray. Yeah, dark gray, 1x1 to 1x1 bracket. Still think 11's protagonist was extremely wooden. You're going to get that anytime you have silent protagonist in this day and age. Silent protagonist works okay when everything is sprites. And no one's really showing much emotion. But when everyone is showing a lot of emotion and the main character isn't, then yeah, they're going to seem very wooden. Alright, need a gray 1x4. There we go. Let's see, there's the bracket. Yeah, I mean, it's... It kind of was... I think it was done kind of as a joke, but I do think that if you're going to be doing high-definition 3D models with emotion, you gotta cut the silent protagonist. It's not good storytelling in that kind of medium. It works in other mediums, but not that. And the thing is like it happens even with like, I think it works with sprites, small sprites, but it does not work in once you hit 3D. It didn't work in Chrono Cross, doesn't work in Dragon Quest VIII, doesn't work in Dragon Quest XI. I'm seeing your comments, Isovan. You don't need to repeat them 3 lines later. Just had a mental image of a 3D remake of Soul Blazer, and you're not sure how you feel about it. That's fine. You just have to remember to give him Torgo voice. Alright, black 1x2 there. I am very curious to see what Dragon Quest XII will end up looking like, although I think we're still years away from that. But I do worry a little bit about it since they've indicated that they're moving away from the turn-based combat, which is... No. No. We've already done that with the Final Fantasy games. I mean, they are still sometimes, they do sometimes get emotion. I mean, he has emotion in combat situations and stuff like that. And they do show some emotion, but it's just not enough. So much emotion comes through in speech, and it just shows if you're not giving them speech. FF6 had great emotion on the sprite work? Yeah. I think FF5 has generally better, though. But partly that's because it's over the top. And it gave its characters dialogue, yeah. Like, emotion without dialogue is not the best either. Like, that's the thing, is you can give them emotion, but if they're not saying anything, you're still missing a lot of the emotion. Like, if they want to stick with sprites, like if they do a Dragon Quest Gaiden game that's in the style of the old, you know, SNES or DS games, yeah, silent protagonist works just fine. That's nothing wrong with there. But if you're gonna go 3D, get a voice actor, or at least text. Like if you don't want the if you want to kind of like mix and match, have a semi-silent protagonist, then you can have text. They don't have to be voice acted, but you still kind of like you gotta have something. No, Bunny, I don't think you've ever mentioned that. Ever. I don't think that has ever come up. I'm shocked. I thought everyone felt that he was the best character in the entire game. Alright, so there's some gauges that would go on to the dashboard, but I'm not putting those on. Let's see. I have... Okay, that's what we're doing. That goes in right there. Dialogue choices that... yeah, dialogue choices could also work. But they need to actually be dialogue choices. Some of them kind of have like half dialogue choices, and it still doesn't quite do it. Must have easily forgotten him or repressed that part of the game. And get a 1x1 tile with gauge printing. Go, unless there's a different one. It actually shows a different design on the instructions. There we go. And we get a Fiat logo. That is very, very tiny printing. There we go. Very narrow letters. Any chance I found a mod that puts Angelo in a bathing suit too, so it's not just the girl getting that treatment? I have never looked. Alright. Oh, that needs to go like that, because that... I was expecting this to go in this way, but it goes in this way. Alright. And it's adjustable. Craftmatic adjustable steering wheel. Alright, now for some car doors. Uh, 1x4 rail brick there. And 1x2 with side studs. Starts reading a story on Tumblr where someone thought one word meant something else and got in trouble for using it in an innocent fashion. Yeah, that's gonna happen. That is gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, it would be really nice if they would put out the... Like, they would make a high-def version of the game. I will probably be playing the PlayStation 2 version when I play. Because that is the version that I know well, and I kind of feel like the ability to... like, easily grind against monsters kind of takes some of the fun out of encountering metal slimes. There is a 1x2 tile slope. There it is, right there. The way the seats are done on that car is pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. And they can, like... Alright, that one goes forward more than that one. Why is that? Probably because I need to pull it out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So they even go forward so you can get people into the back seats. That's pretty cool. Alright, I need another hinge. There we go. That's the wrong one. Looks big enough for Friends dolls? Oh, this is plenty big enough for Friends dolls. This is too big for Friends dolls. Belleville would probably work better. Scala might work. Technic Figs might work. I don't know that there's enough leg room, really. I got a Technic Fig up here that I can test it on. Friends dolls are basically minifig scale. They're a little bit longer. They're longer in the leg, because of course they are. Those Friends ladies have legs that go all the way. But other than like just the chairs and stuff like that, they're compatible with the doors and stuff for minifigs. Oh, I'll just be emulating it anyway, Bahorn. Although there are some things that don't play nicely with emulation. I need to figure out how to get that right. I mean, there's a chance that I will play the 3DS version. I don't know. It'll depend on whether I can actually get it to record at higher resolution, because it's lower the 3DS version, I believe, is lower resolution than the PlayStation 2. Howdy, Mad Martin. Neat looking car in real life. Kind of surprised LEGO did a kit of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It is out of production already, though. Which is unfortunate. That 1x6s. There we go. Alright. Telephone handle for the actual handle. And an antenna for the... let's roll down the window. Just have to use my LEGO Red phone, call the CEO to get it back into production. Only if they give it to me in other colors. I want a dark green one. And sand green. There's my handle there. Let's get a 1x1 tile slope there. Did we see the same yellow hue in the Titanic interior? I don't think so. I think that was bright orange. Maybe in a couple places. But I don't think that this was a Titanic color so much. There we go. Get you on there, and another 2x2 inverted tile. 2x2 curved slope. CO, this is Ald. I demand the Fiat again. Oh, yes, sir, your dragonness, sir. I wish I could do that. That would be great. There we go. And that is going to go on to... right there. There we go. Interesting that it uses the rail 1x4 brick simply because of this one hinge piece back there. Just be prepared with Mega Flare. Yeah, I'm not so sure that would work out in my favor. I don't know. I don't know. Don't think it would. The Jazz Club does use this color as the color of the pizzeria building, though. So LEGO has been using this. It's a little bit more common in like the Friends sets, I think. And it's shown up in a fair number of the classic sets that are just kind of basic parts. And a 1x1. It's very interesting yellow. It is quite bright. I think Dragon Quest 8 Sky was okay. Endgame bonus stuff is a bit of a bear, but the character doesn't get to you like 11's does. To be fair, the character in 11 goes through a lot more awful stuff. Which, again, is like why you should be showing emotion with your pro tags. Like, the thing is, like, with low-resolution sprite characters, you are the stand-in for that character. Even though the character, you know, they'll have some personality, they'll have some, you know, visual appearance that's not you, they'll have their own identity and stuff like that. You are still the stand-in. Like, you feel their emotions. You're supposed to feel their emotions and stuff like that. But when you get to a higher resolution character, it gets more uncanny valley to not see them showing emotion. Or as much emotion, or enough appropriate emotion. Crying out in with emotion when they should be crying out with emotion, that kind of thing. It just becomes so much more noticeable, and it's harder for you to, like, you can still emphasize, you know, empathize and feel what they feel and stuff like that, but they're far less of a stand-in for you at that point, and that's the problem. Yeah, that thing in Pokemon Sun Moon where the main character just smiled at everything no matter what was going on. See, that only works if they're a Lego Classic Smiley minifig. And do I have a Classic Smiley around here? Dang it, I don't think I have a Classic Smiley around here. If I had a Classic Smiley, I'd just, like, pull him out and be like, Ennui? Classic Smiley. Existential Dread? Classic Smiley. Just witness the most horrifying crime against Legoanity? Classic Smiley. Dealing with your trauma? Classic Smiley. Brickanity. Seen the most mind-breaking horror from Beyond Space? Yeah, Classic Smiley. Am I enjoying feeling Tales of Destiny, Ald's emotions? Sure. I mean, he's a bit of a doofus, but, you know, it's fine. I don't know that feeling, but, you know, it's still fine. It's good to experience different things, new things. There we go. And then pop that on. Oops, I want that on there. There we go. Alright, 1x6 with a 1x2. 1x1 with clip. But yeah, I do hope that they don't have a silent protagonist in Dragon Quest 12. I also hope it's not like super duper action combat-y kind of thing. I genuinely am worried about that. Because I don't want that. They've already taken Final Fantasy from me. Hi, Title Rabbit. So late you assume you missed minifigs? No, I have not done them yet, because I have lost track of time. We're just building the car. I got another set of bags to go on this, so... But we will be doing minifigs when we are finished with this step. There we go. What's this about Tales of Destiny? It's been the LP for half a month now. There we go. Get the rear window on there. Okay, I have missed some things. I have pieces that should definitely have been used somewhere. Where did they get used? Where did they get used? Oh. On the backs of these seats. Just completely overlooked that. There we go. And I bumped this off as well. Let's get that back in there. Yeah, that's on properly. I always find these pieces really tough to get on properly. They do not like to, there we go. Fit on. There we go. All right. Okay, so spare parts. We've got black 1x1 tile, dark red 1x1 plate, 1x1 cylinder plates in green and dark gray, 1x1 tile in white, in gray with top pin, gray with a dial pattern, gray with a Fiat logo, and 1x1 tile with round end in bright orange, gray bar with clip, a black 1x1 cylinder plate with bar, and a pearl silver ice skate. So those are the extra parts. And indeed, it is minifig time. Okay. Let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and start with this one, which we are looking for 2 figs. That's what we're looking for. So, any of these that feel tight together? Maybe let's go for this one. Okay, because if they're tight together, then I may not have pulled from amongst them. Let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. Makes mental note to never go to Ald's mechanic shop. My mechanic shop is the best. I guarantee you that everything will be fixed perfectly, and I'll even give you the extra parts. You know? Isn't that a deal? Isn't that a fantastic deal? How far am I in the game? I mean, maybe a quarter of the way in. Let's get back to where I should be. There we go. Where's your Minotaur Christmas Caroler? My guess, and I don't know this for sure, Lel Bunny, but my guess is it's in your imagination. So you might want to check there. The videos that went live last couple days at Duke Darkwood have to do with Eileen and the searching for pirates, I think. Maybe that went live today. I might have just spoiled something for you guys. I don't know. Alright, just a few seconds to go. And there we go. Alright, predictions are in. Your brother has a Minotaur. It's the one CMF that he has that you don't, that he didn't want to trade away. Ah, rude. Alright, let's get my timer ready. There we go. And go. Alright, let's see. What do we got? What do we have? That is... feels like the torso. I think the head is there as well. What is... what is that? Yeesh. Alright, what else do I have? What can I feel? Wow, I don't know what I have here. Oh, okay, I do know. Alright. 48.66. We have another diver snorkeler with a sea turtle, I do believe. So I apparently have been back there. Yes, it is. We get another sea turtle. Oops. I'm always happy to get a sea turtle. You know what? I bet this was throwing me off. There's a lot of pieces in this one. Alright, so that was 48.66. Let's choose a prediction. That is 20 to 50 seconds. And a Shield of Hope getting the hams there. Very nice. Title Rabbit and Bahorn going for within 20 seconds. Lel Bunny going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut going for no. Take 2 more seconds next time? Nope. Nuh-uh. Don't wanna. Shield of Hope gets a turtle. With the turtle. Let's see, only one face. No backpack. Let's get her helmet on and the snorkel. And the flippers. He has started always voting for no, yes. And Sea Turtle Friend. There we go. Helps if I'm on camera. Come on, focus. There we go. There we go. Snorkeling with Sea Turtle Friend. Look at that little cutie. He's so adorable. And 3 extra parts. Get a clear angle connector, a black 1x1 cylinder plate with a top pin, and a 3-leaf plant. Alright, and we have that one again. I think that's the third one. Apparently have 4 sea turtles. Nice. Not too shabby. Sea turtles are lovely. Okay, so that is that one. Next up, we have the Ninjago Movie minifig set. We are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigs out of this set. So still quite a few more. Sadly, it is not cornflakes time, because we have gotten all of the cornflakes. It's a crying shame that. You should get more cornflakes in your life. Let's see. How about... let's go for this one. Okay. So, start the prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? Alright, so we are looking for her. We're looking for him. I think that's Lloyd. That Garmadon. That lady. That Fishman. And that Rocker. Would Frosted Flakes be a good alternative to cornflakes? Well, yeah, because they're filled with sugar. All right, so get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Do it, or you'll have to eat cornflakes. Or sneeze, as the case may be. Yeah, everyone should eat cornflakes. It's the best breakfast soup. You know you want to. You're going to shove that box up old guy's cornflake? Wow. Wow. That's shocking. 2 Squid Warriors, 2 Angler Warriors, 2 Shark Warriors, 5 Shark Warriors. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how many the given sets have. Well, no. Okay, so there's 20 here. 60 total, so there should be 3 of each in this. So yeah, you got more than one box worth. On the upside, you did get a lot of blackened fish. Alright, about 15 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. You have 6 of the lady with the Batman shirt. Wow. That's a double pack. Alright, just a few seconds remaining. Let me go ahead and get my timer reset. There we go. Okay, and predictions are closed. Let's see what we got. And go. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Possibly lady hair. Or maybe not. That feels like a... something around the neck. I'm not seeing anything like that. Alright. Let's try feeling some other things. Nope. You have no cornflakes. That's terrible. Okay. 55.05. I believe that we have that version of Lloyd? Jake? I don't know, whichever one it is. Because I think I felt that 2x3 tile. Let's see if that is correct. Lloyd. Thank you. Get open. Cut it too high. All right, it is indeed. That is correct. All right, so that was 55.05. Let's choose that prediction. And 50 to 60, complete that prediction. Who is getting the hams? Shield of Hope getting the hams there. Very nice. Bahamut and Alel Bunny going for no. Ice Sovereign and Bahorn going for 20 to 50. And Kinshir and Tidal Rabbit going for within 20 seconds. Very nice. That is a double win for you there, Shield of Hope. See if your streak holds. Okay, so I didn't realize that these were two separate pieces. They have been in the past, or like for most of the sets in these days, it's just one piece. There we go. And he gets a sword with a tassel on it. And a 2x3 tile with a dragon blueprint. Which is pretty neat. You don't follow the lore, but you have learned the names of ones who have been in since the line started. Excellent. And he has some hair. Is that, I don't know that I have that hair. Can he wear that hair without taking off? No, he has to take off the face mask thing. Alright. Pretty nice black and green outfit. The one time you don't vote for that time frame is the time I hit it. Yep. Yep, that's the way. That's how it always goes. See, I psychically know what you are choosing. Now, see, I was wondering what exactly it was in that picture. It's the hair. I was like, it kind of looks like a chicken. I didn't realize that it was the hair. All right, so that is that taken care of. All right, and then we have just one figure here, the Dino Hunter in Series 12. Looks like he wants to be a Ninja Turtle. I mean, he's a ninja. Howdy, boogers. How's it going? All right, so where do we want to pull from for Dino Hunter? Let's go for right here. Excited you finally got your Lion Knight's Castle? Oh, did you get the 25% off? That was a really good price there. Alright, let's start that prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? Nice, nice. Yeah, that's a great set. Dino Hunter is that lady there with the bow. I'm pretty sure I saw it listed as Dino Hunter someplace. I don't know if that's the official name. I don't even know if LEGO gives these characters official names. I haven't really seen that for sure one way or the other. Alright, minute 20 to go. Get your predictions in. So Lel Bunny wants a Minotaur with the open open-chested shirt there. That's what she wants. Understood. Understood. This is a neat series. Yeah, this is great. Dino Tracker. Yeah, same thing. But again, like I don't know if these are official names because I don't know where you might see Lego's official names for these. Urban Archer Lady. Oh, most of these names are your interpretations. Fair enough. I think I go by Brickset when I look it up. They should be trying to get the official names, so... I don't know. Alright, 30 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. Just curious, you were looking around at the different series minifigs and noticed one you want. Do I have the Medusa? Not yet, but I have a box of that one. So I will have some. But I haven't gotten that one open yet. Alright, just a few seconds remaining. Get your predictions in. And predictions are closed. Alright. That's why you call her Athena? Okay. And go. Alright, let's see what we got. What do we have? Alright, that's legs. That's head. Oh! 24.85. I got it. Dino Hunter. Diner Hunter. There should be at least 3 in that box. There should be at least 3. Alright. Is it the Dino Hunter? It is! Alright. You know what that means, though? That means we're done with this set. We are done with Series 12. Alright, so 24.85. Let's go ahead and choose that prediction. 20 to 50. Complete that prediction. Alright, let's see. What do we, who's getting the hams there? Isovan and Bahorn. Very nice. Kinshir and Tidal Rabbit going for within 20 seconds. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut and Lel Bunny going for no. 100 bits for Diner Hunter. I've opened a couple of them, Lel Bunny, yes, but I have not gotten that one. And all of these sets in this style box have 60 minifigures. And 16 does not go evenly into 60. There's a minimum of 3 of everything, with the exception of special ones like Mr. Gold, which we're ignoring right now. There's a minimum of 3. Some have 4, some have 5, and I have not looked into which ones might have which numbers, because that's actually kind of hard to find. I've gone looking before and not been able to find it. I don't think I have this hairpiece in brown, so that's nice. And she has a drink. All right. There we go. All right, Bahamut, have a good rest of your night. So you can see her, she's been clawed a little bit. She's got cargo pants. And a pretty cool compound bow. I'm not sure if LEGO has done compound bows before. I'm not sure if the compound bow has shown up in other characters. But that's pretty cool. Watching my LEGO build streams makes you want to ask for some type of LEGO for Christmas? Well, you should. You have a tough time buying some of these online. You always think the seller feels them all and knows what he has and sells the things you don't want. Yeah, I can understand that. I would... Howdy, Young Hummerond, how's it going? If I ever sell any that I don't want that I haven't opened yet, I will explicitly indicate what they are. I would never like knowingly feel them up and then like just be like, oh, I don't want this one. I'm gonna sell it, pretending it's anything. I don't know how how sellers do. I'm sure some do. I'm sure some don't. But I don't know if there's any real way to know one way or the other. Alright, I should also... Hold on. That's going to be going on the shelf. Then I gotta decide what we're doing on Friday, because we're gonna be looking at a different one. We are going to be looking at a different one. So we shall see. Alright, that one can go over there. These can go back there. And back to building our car. There we go. Alright, so bag number 3. This is the last set of bags. Oh, Advent calendar time. Yes, yes, thank you. I actually forgot. Thank you for the reminder. We should do that. Before I get too much further. Alright. So, it is the 6th. I must have forgotten to do this. When did I forget to do this? No, I did not. Wow, alright. Just didn't realize that many days passed. I guess that is true. Alright, so where is day number 2? There's number 2. No guessing what the advent calendar is? No. Alright, so we got a sign pointing to the North Pole. Actually, I want to... Hold on. Let's get the car here. That'll give me a good base to put this on. Alright. Have I received all the X-Men pieces to build the Sentinel? That was a rumor based on the fact that you get this piece with Wolverine. You do not, in fact, get pieces to build a Sentinel. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that was a bad rumor. Guess you have to custom build one. Hey, that's often the best way of doing it. Get your own design on there with your own touch. All right, and an extra 1x1 tile slope, and we have a printed tile. I'm not sure if this piece has been in brown very often, but a nice little sign for the North Pole. Alright, so we have already passed day 3 as well. Got one of LEGO's advent calendars once. That year had a castle theme on it. It was some time ago. Yeah, I'll get anything that looks like it has good stuff in it, which is why I didn't get the Friends one this year. It had too many animals, and I'm not a big fan of the Friends animals. Alright, so we got a little brick-built reindeer to build here. And yes, this is an extraordinarily awkward position that I've got this in, but it's fine. Alright, let's see. There we go. 1x1 cones for the legs. I part them out and sort them. And build other things with them when I have time, which I have not had time lately. I do want to get back to building some things, however. Get that there. Get that cone on for his little nose. Or his crow beak. And I think this is a Ninjago piece here. Cute little reindeer. There we go. Alright, so 3, 4. Oop. Alright, we'll get a hockey player. Move that up so you guys can see the pieces. Here's his torso. If it will focus. There we go. Sunrise over a mountain. Not sure if it's a Ninjago piece, but that gold piece adorns the top of the door arch for the Ghostbusters firehouse. I don't know what else it would be, and that doesn't feel like something that would come in the Ghostbusters specifically. Let's get his ice skates on. Helps if I don't put the ice skate on backwards. That might give him some problems playing. Give him his hockey stick. So not only can he play, he can also describe the rate of warming that we've been experiencing. Alright, and a puck. So extra parts are an extra 1x1 black tile, an extra pearl silver ice skate, which is nice because I got one in the Fiat, and an extra ice goggle visor. There we go. So that was 4. Now we have 5 right here. They need to make a gingerbread house set. There is a gingerbread house set. This minifig is best. His helmet could use some work, but love the skates and the hockey stick. Yeah, there might be a better one in one of the minifig series, because they've done a few sports characters like that. So we got the goal for him to be keeping goal over. And I mean, these are basically supposed to be pretty simple little builds and stuff, so they're never going to be, you know, the best you could get. But, you know, a few nice pieces, little cup for him to cheer with his friends. And 6. Where's 6? There's 6. You need to find a hockey guy minifig now. As for that gold claw-looking piece, seems to be just gold ornamentation atop the door on the firehouse set. Huh. Alright, I guess we have maybe an ice sculpture thing going on here? I don't know. Wish LEGO would team up with Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica. I can't imagine that Battlestar Galactica would have any cachet at this point, but Star Trek, unfortunately, is licensed to a German clone manufacturer. I'll check it out after the stream. All right, so we got one of these crystal pieces. Trans blue 1x1 plate. Get that right on there. Medium blue 1x1 with 2 side studs. Trans light blue teeth. Make a little birdie. And get one on top. And a trans blue 1x1 plate. So extra parts, white 1x1 tile slope, and a trans blue 1x1 plate. Creo is German? No, I don't think it's Creo. I don't remember. I'd have to go look. So a cute, what I assume is an ice sculpture. I don't know what else it would be. And that was day 6. All right, let's go ahead and put that back in there. 5 is the hockey goal and trophy. 2 is the sign. Hockey player himself is 4. And reindeer is 3. There we go. So those are the Advent calendar builds for the last few days. There we go. More, please. Friday. I can't do more because we've only gotten through the 6th. Did Creo lose Star Trek then? I have no idea. All I know is that there is a German manufacturer that, as of either earlier this year or last year, was producing a whole bunch of Star Trek stuff. They had like 2 or 3 different scale models of the Defiant and runabouts and stuff like that. Maybe it is Creo, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's a German company. Again, I was not paying a whole lot of attention. There's a reason why I call it a German company as opposed to their actual name. The builds aren't bad, but they're also not, like... they're just kind of basic brick, if I remember correctly. Big windshield. Got some wheels that we'll go ahead and put up here. They're out of the way. German company, TM, yep, exactly. German brand building blocks. There we go. And one last bag. There we go. I do appreciate that they've been using smaller bags lately. It definitely makes for a less space required when building. All right. So, first things first, we need 1x2 bricks with double side studs. There we go, and there we go. And 1x2 tile slopes. a lot of same color stuff in here, obviously. Where's my 1x2 tile slopes? Oh, where have my 1x2 tile slopes gone? Basic brick, such shade. Yep. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with basic brick, but Lego themselves would definitely have more curvy designs, shall we say. They're very much like what Lego would have made 20 to 30 years ago if they had been doing it then. All right, there we go. Last time you did anything with Lego was Lego Dimensions? I actually basically missed Lego Dimensions. Partly it was because it was... The stuff tended to be pretty expensive for what you got. Because everything had the licensing surcharge on it. There we go. Alright. 1x2 plates with round ends. I mean, I was just lamenting the other day that Lego does not sell tubs of basic brick anymore, which is a shame. No better way to bulk up your collection. And be able to build larger stuff. Alright, 1x1 a plate with round ends. Round end, I should say. There we go. Okay, that goes right there. Alright, then we mirror that. I actually have a couple sealed silver anniversary tubs that I just never got around to opening. Sadly, they're not worth that much because they are just basic brick with the exception of one special part. There we go. Get that on there. Alright, next up, we get the 2x6 with side studs. Dark gray S brackets. Like, as good as the classic sets are to get goodly amounts of mostly standard pieces, they really do not give you a whole lot of brick. And that's a shame. Other than pick-a-brick walls, it really does feel like it is kind of hard to build up a collection of just standard basic brick. Regardless of the color, even in common colors. Which would be kind of curious, like, people have complained that the color for the Jazz Club was not great. It's dark red. It's lovely. It really is. It looks great. But people are like, oh, it would be better if it was dark blue. Mind you, I did say that about the Natural History Museum, but that's different. And I bet you if there was a one of those came out that was just standard yellow or standard blue or standard red, people would complain. Oh, it's not using a special color. Alright, Bahorn, have a good night, and I hope your cold, that I assume is the reason you're taking the cold medicine, goes away. Alright, where is the 1x4? There it is. Alright, 1x3 plates. And 2x2 corner plates. There we go. Get a 1x1 right there in the middle. And 1x1 plates with top clips. Or tiles with top clips, I should say. There we go. Okay. Another 1x2 tile slope. Well, I can get the angled curve slopes too, and the curve slopes. Let's do that, since I need those as well. There we go. You have a cold set of toes? Well, you know what? You should probably stick those in a fire or something. That'll take care of that problem right quick. No more cold toes for you. Screams of pain, perhaps, but, you know, small price to pay. There it is. There we go. Okay, another 1x2 plate with round ends, and a 2 1x4 curved slopes. And we have the pearl silver spiral horns. Go on right there. Okay. That's no worry there, Anghammerand. Glad you're doing well. Alright, let's see. There is the Fiat logo. There we go. And right, oop, I did forget. I got that one there, but I did not get it on here. So let's get that on there. Okay, and get this slid right in there. What is giving it some problems? Something is preventing me from, there we go. Alright, got that. Alright. There we go. Nope. Shoot. There we go. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a little bit back there. Okay, that's fine. Alright, next up, we get another hinge. Black 1x2 plate. That has a clip on it. There we go. Black 1x1 plate, or tile, and a bright orange 1x1 plate. Curved slope. 1x1 plate on here. And we get the wheel well arch. 1x6 arch. There we go. Okay. Double stack of 1x2 plates and a 1x1 plate here. Get our curved top parts here. And then a 1x2 curved top with cutout. There we go. Alright, that will go Alright. And, oh, definitely works best to open the car door. There we go. There we go. So the corner panel is allowing the hinge to be hidden there, which is pretty cool. Okay, do the same on the mirrored on the other side. I should open that door preemptively so that we can get this in easily. Another 1x1 plate there. And where is our arch? There it is. Okay. Pair of 1x2 plates. There, and a 1x1 plate. Okay, get that in there. And then more of the curved top parts. There's one. And where's the other one? There it is. There we go. Alright. Okay. And then we can close the door again. Get those on. Alright, 2x2 half tile, 1x3 plate, and 1x1 tile slope. And that is, yeah, that's just connected onto the studs right there. Okay, mirror it on the other side. Where's the 1x3 plates gone? There it is. There we go. And then our headlamps, headlights, clear radar dishes on 2x2 tiles, and slide those right in there. All the way in, nothing else, nope. There we go. That is coming along nicely. Very curvy. Okay, let's get our pair of bright yellow 4x8 plates. There we go, two 2x6s. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna make the hood. It looks like. All right, pair of dark gray 1x2s with horizontal clips. Pardon me, gray 3x3 plates, and a black 1x2. Okay. And our angled wedge slopes. And then all of the curved slopes along the front. Alright, 2x4 tile there, and two 2x2 tiles. There we go, and there we go. And then we get our wedge plates on the underside as well. There's one. There's the other one. Ah, over here. It was in a different bag. There we go. So we have a hood. Go ahead and close that down. If I have any complaint about the hood, it's that it's just really thick rather than a smooth, kind of hollow thing, meaning that there's a lot of space used by that brick, by those parts, but it's certainly not the worst. Alright, now for the windows in the back, I need a 1x2 plate, and a 1x1 plate. And those go right there. Get one of these curved top parts right in front of it, or right behind it, actually. And fill it out with this. There we go. Okay. So that's pretty cool. And these are going to fit on right on top of them. Which, is that going to happen next? Yep, that's happening next. Alright, move some parts. Get that one on there and there. There we go. Alright, side stud, bricks, and inverted slopes. There we go. Okay, and then a pair of 1x2 rocker hinge bottoms. Right there. And right there. There we go. Still enough space for that to open. Alright, and then the windshield, which is basically just a flat panel. 1x10 by 3, I suspect. Do I have anything that's 3 tall? Not really. No. No, it looks like that's about 4 tall. Alright. So the top of it has a 1x8 tile, 2 1x1 tiles with top clips. Where have those gone? Ah, right there. There we go. Stickers to go on the side because it doesn't have anything for the side parts of the actual windshield. But I'm not putting those on. There's 1x2 plate. And second 1x2 plate, and another rocker hinge top. There we go. Now, I do want to say that this would make a very funny car, just having this straight right here, rather than angled back. It does make for a very funny looking car. Kind of amuses me. Alright, there we go. Black 4x8. Flat windshield, yeah. Alright, 1x6. And the bright yellow 4x8. 1x4 plate. Black 1x2 plates with top clips. And bright yellow 1x2 tiles. There we go. Maximize drag. Put in a flat windshield so that you Get a stronger engine in just to make it move. Alright, and 2x2 curved tiles here on the back. There we go. And 2 2x4 tiles. There we go. Alright, black 2L axle. Number 2 connectors in black. There we go. And gray half pins. Two more 2L axles in black. It's interesting that they're black rather than red. Just make it a brick to max drag. I mean, hey, you know, if you can drive a brick. Or land one in the case of the space shuttle. Alright, pair of bars with ball joints. Right there and there. 3L half beams. There we go. And on the ends, bright yellow 1x1 cylinder plate with bar and gray half bushings. So again, we're getting gray half bushings rather than yellow for some reason, which is kind of the standard color. I don't mind. It's just I always wonder about the color choices sometimes. I mean, it might look better. I don't know if it would look better with yellow or gray. That said, I'm happy to get gray. Alright, 1x2 plates. And 1x2 plates with bars on the end. There we go. You've yet to notice a hot dog, frog, or banana. No, there are none in this set, unfortunately. It is a disappointment, but we will persevere. We will survive. This may have been before they were trying such things. Okay. And we are going to get out there we go. This cloth element. That is alright, so pop these on to the ball joints. Bring it around here. And I don't think it wants it. I think it wants it like. It's definitely weird since it there isn't a whole lot of space back there to fit fully around it, but it definitely looks like it wants to go. Wants it to go down there and fully cover rather than like rest in the middle. It does make it very weird. Alright, there we go. And 6L bar with stop. There we go. Alright. clip that on there, and swing it back. Parts off too far. There we go. There we go. Okay, 1x4 tiles on either side behind the doors. And a spare tire in the front, under the front hood. There we go. So it doesn't open super duper far anymore, but there is space for a spare tire, which is pretty cool. Alright. Okay, next up I believe that we are going to be working on the trunk. 2x6 to 2x4s. Well, Lego has never made a shotgun, so you would not get a shotgun exhaust pipe. Right, 1x8 tile. There we go. Okay, pair of 1x2 plates with rails. 1x2 plates with center horizontal clips. That was a flintlock pistol, not a shotgun. The Wild West sets did not have any shotguns, no. They had rifles and revolvers. That's what you got. And the pirate sets did have musket rifles, yes. As opposed, and of course musket pistols, but they've never made a shotgun because shotguns are still modern. Don't see any body bags for that trunk, but that's because that's the engine. You can't get a body bag there. That's the engine. Musket rifles, paradox detected. Well, you know what I mean. Alright, so a bunch of stickers would go on here that I'm not going to put on, and we get that clipped on there. There we go. There we go. Alright, so you can get different license plates. We'll go ahead and get the 2x3, but there's white 2x3, white 1x3, another black 1x3, two black 1x3s, and another black 2x3. So you can have all kinds of different tags for your thing. You Googled musket, arquebus, and blunderbuss to figure out which one matched the Lego rifles? Yeah, it's a musket. I just couldn't remember if there was a special name for the pistol part. And 1x3 goes on the front right there. There we go. So we'll go with the black tags. All right, and then we got this this bar here that will go right there. Oh, actually, that will not go right there. That will go right there. Alright, and a telescope for the tailpipe. There we go. Alright, now we make a little crate. Brown 2x4 plate. Nougat 2x4 tile. 1x4 plate. Get a whole bunch of brackets. 1x2 to 2x2 upward brackets. There we go. Let's see. Brown 1x2 plate with bar and a pair of 1x1s. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Nougat 1x2 rocker hinge bottoms. And 1x4 nougat tile up top. Okay, on the sides we get brown rail plates, 1x2 rail plates, 1x4 plate. There we go. And some more nougat tiles. There we go. I think the most modern firearm in LEGO form is a Tommy gun. No, the most modern form, they do have they have some automatic pistols that definitely do not match any realistic weapons, but they are most definitely supposed to be modern automatic pistols. And they had those in like the event, like the comic book lines, basically. All right. Black 1x4 plates. So stickers to go on the outside of here. And get that on there. You got your suitcase for traveling strapped onto the back. Double pair of drum lacquered 1x1 cylinder plates. Get that in there. They do have many flavors of blasters, yes. Star Wars has all kinds of specific Star Wars-y blasters and stuff like that. There we go. How many minifigures does it take to drive a car? Well, normally just one. But this car can't steer, so, you know, it has a little bit of a problem. Yep, that is true. Many of them brick-built or partially brick-built or, you know, like plate and tile and stuff like that. There we go. There we go. It's basically the same tires that the DeLorean has, the wheels. Which is kind of fun. There we go. That's very cute and compact. Alright, and you can fold open the sunroof. Okay, so a dark gray 2x2 to 1x4 hinge, 1x12 plates, and get 1x2 tile. top, then 1x2 tile with center stud, then 1x3 tiles, then more 1x2s on the bottom, 1x2 tiles with center studs. There we go. The DeLorean can't steer either. The Batmobile can, though. Yeah, it's actually kind of disappointing that they've been foregoing steering, I think. It does give them more space to get, you know, to refine the design and shape and everything like that. You definitely have to do more to get the steering. But I just kind of like remember model team sets that had steering. And that was always pretty cool. And that's basically what we're building here, is a model team set. Alright, so there's a big painting sticker that would go on. So you spread this out. Get these in there. There we go. Oops. Get the ball joint leg. Get your palette there. There we go. Or tray for your brush, paintbrush. And then you got your palette of paints. There's lime, and there's light blue. There we go. Okay. So, spare parts. Let's bring these back together. Those don't quite count, but we have 1x1 cylinder tiles in lime, red, yellow, and light blue. 1x1 plates in clear and nougat. 1x1 cylinder plate in clear and drum lacquered silver. Gray half bushing, gray half pin. Pearl silver spiral horn, yellow 1x1 cylinder plate with bar, and a spare paintbrush with a green paint tip and a silver band around the end. So that's pretty cool. Most of the paintbrushes that they've been producing are just decorated with just the tip, and there's nothing else. And it's just like the whole tip. So it's actually kind of neat to have just a little bit on there. So, that's pretty cool. And then you can pop the paintbrush off, slide that, close that up, do that, and slide that right on in there. Maybe. There we go. And you can put in the trunk the paint palette and the paintbrush. There we go. Put that to the side. And let's see. I do have a Technic fig. He is most definitely not sized appropriately. He is way too small. This is like a you know, one of those giant Ford SUVs in comparison. But you never seen Technic figs before? Technic figs are great. They're very articulatable. So let's go ahead and open that. Let's see if I can get them in. See if I can get him in. Alright, let's take that out just to be on the safe side. I'm not sure if his legs will fit back there. So he can't hold the steering wheel, but I mean he's closer than I think even a Belleville fig would be. And I don't have any I don't have any Belleville male adults. I only have ladies, either like. Actually, I think I only have witches. Yeah, I think I only have adult witches. Millamy the fairy could drive it though. But yeah, actually, he's once he's inside the car, it fits a little bit better than I expected. I can get his arm out the window. Yeah, there we go. Pop off the steering wheel. Oh no! Ah! The steering wheel is definitely not designed to have a figure in there, though. All right, let's see if I can get this back in without too much trouble. Oddly enough, you need thinner legs here. Like that would be the ideal situation. See if I can get him a little bit better. So he's not going to be like sitting back against the. Nope. 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 That's just not enough space. Even pushed all the way up, that steering wheel is not. There is not enough space under it for him to get his legs there. Well, that is a shame. Put it in front of the Coliseum so it matches the included painting. Well, when I make the Coliseum, I will do so. See if maybe if he man spreads. All right, what if I take the steering wheel off and put that on? But yeah, Technic figs are great. Haven't made them in a very long time. I don't think they're ever going to again, sadly. But Technic figs are great. And they're about size compatible with... Alright, his head's stuck there. There we go. His head was stuck in the... by the windshield. I just want you to get in, sir. Look, would you cooperate with me? There we go. Nope, nope. Now I need the steering wheel back in. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. See, and this is exactly why I keep a the Technic fig around, so that I can do this kind of thing. I do need to get a Belleville fig. That'd be great to have like a Belleville fig sit next to him in the passenger seat. It's like something out of Happy Days. Kind of makes me wonder. I know my dad like rented some vehicles in Europe when he had some leave from the Air Force during World War II. Did driving around, like drove around parts of Europe and stuff. And that's actually where my parents met. They met in Europe. So I should check with my mother to see if this was the kind of vehicle that he got. I don't think so. I think I may have a picture of it. I'll have to go, of what they had. I'll have to go look. And then we can get this in there. There we go. Out for a nice drive. So there we go. So the Fiat 500 all done. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out. This was a lot of fun. It's definitely a good build. It's very cute. When it's done, it's very cute. I like it. It's nice and compact. Good display model. And looks great with the Technic fig in. So that is where we're going to wrap it up tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming on out. We will be back next time with something else entirely. We will be back on Friday for some more Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. We'll be starting something new Friday night as well to go a few sessions. We'll be back on Saturday for some more Spelljammer. Saturday night, we will be back to Pirates of Realm Space. I wonder if I can get something under here. There we go, Sharky. There we go. We'll be back to Pirates of Realm Space, which I kind of hate to say, but I've been looking forward to playing more of, and it kind of pains me to say that, but we will be back for that Saturday night, and then Monday we will return to more Tears of the Kingdom, and next Wednesday back for some retro, assuming that I don't I don't have more insomnia, and then we'll build something else next Wednesday. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. Have a good night, everyone. Duke Darkwood, I know I have not, but the music, turning off the music works. So that's what I'm going to do. I may mess around with some other things, but for now, I know that works. So we may do that. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.